You so much. Well, this weekend you can not only just shop but step into the craft at one annual event. The Appalachian tradition is back for the 5th annual Great Smoky Mountains Fiber Fair. You're going to see vendors catch live spinning and weaving demonstrations and just plain old jump into hands-on workshops with some local makers and vendors and instructors. Here to talk about what you can expect, we have Trevor and Shannon. Of course, they are with the Great Smoky Mountains Heritage Center talking about the Fiber Fair this weekend. Let's address the elephant in the room first. This is not a new set piece. This is, Shannon, this is something that you brought. Sort of explain to us what you're doing right now.
So this is a basic spinning wheel, and what I'm doing is taking loose fiber like this, which isn't really useful for anything, and you twist it, and when you put twist into the fiber, it turns it into yarn and it makes it useful for something else.
This is so fun. Yesterday I was at sheep shearing days at the Museum of Appalachian, and they were showing this whole process too. So it's a double dose of spinning, and this is just so cool to watch one thing turn into a new thing. Trevor, this is just one of the things that people can witness this weekend. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, it's going to be a great weekend, Friday and Saturday. Lots of vendors where you can buy all of the products used in fiber crafts. So this is called batting or roving. You can also buy custom-made yarns, and you can also take a lot of classes, which is really cool. So if you ever wanted to try one of these crafts, now's your chance.
That is so cool. And then I know that you have a couple of things in your lap here too. So basically you're turning this fiber into yarn, and then that yarn can be used to make some pretty great things.
Yeah, so this is actually a sweater that my wife made for me about 9 years ago. So she's a really good knitter. And she's actually one of the instructors this weekend, teaching some beginning knitting classes. We also have 3D felting. Shannon's actually teaching a couple of classes this weekend as well. So after you make the yarn, you can make something like this with the weaving. So she's actually teaching an intro to weaving class to make this type of fabric, as well as inkle loom weaving to make this narrow band right here.
Wow.
So if you have no clue what any of that means, come check it out. You can learn.
I always say I learn something new every day. This is my new thing that I'm learning today. But you mentioned your wife there a little bit ago too. So the way that this Fiber Fair even came about in Townsend, it started with your wife, right?
Well, so not quite. I've actually been at the Heritage Center about 6 years, and the Fiber Fair has been going for most of the Heritage Center's history about 20 years. But we took it over about 6 years ago, and it's partly because my wife dragged me to a fiber fair many years ago, and I thought, yeah, okay, whatever. But my children and I went in and were just really amazed at how much stuff there was to do. Watching the fiber animals, watching the contests with the animals, as well as sheep shearing, and then also getting to try out things like weaving, spinning. So I took up weaving, my son took up 3D felting, my daughter took up crochet, so it's kind of in the family now.
Holy moly, that is awesome. So there you go. If you never thought that you would like something like a fiber fair, Trevor is your example of you can fall in love with it. Shannon, of course, this is not a new hobby for you probably. How long have you been doing this?
Oh, goodness. Over a decade.
Wow, wow. It seems very therapeutic.
It is, once you know what you're doing.
And I understand that you're going to be an instructor too, so you're able to teach what you do, sort of walk and talk, walk and chew gum at the same time, which I think is so impressive. So that piece that Trevor was showing us too, that's a specific thing that you're teaching.
Correct. So there's 2 classes that people can come take this weekend that I'm teaching. One is to make those little bands. So if you look at the stripe on there, bands are just a small, well, it's like making a purse strap or a guitar strap or something like that. That's the kind of use you can do with that. And then I'm also teaching introduction to actual weaving, using a real loom with all the shafts and making fabric.
That is so cool. And I feel like, you know, this is something that it seems, oh, it's so old-timey, and it is, but people still do it today. So why should people come out to the Fiber Fair?
It's a great way to learn a new hobby. This is something that's really popular right now. So if you've ever seen some of the knitting videos all over TikTok, this is a great opportunity to try it yourself and pick up one of these new skills. So felting, knitting, crocheting, It's a great time to learn, and just come check out the whole fiber fair. All the vendors, they all have different things, so you can just get an idea for everything that's out there available. Yeah.
There's probably so much that we don't even realize. So
No,
yeah,
it's quite the rabbit hole.
yeah,
It's really satisfying.
yeah. It seems like it too. And then you have something that you're like, oh, I took something that couldn't have been used for anything and made it into something very useful. So go check out
It's a
the
new
Fiber
skill.
Fair. Yeah, exactly. Or a skill, hobby. This weekend, Friday, Saturday, it's in Townsend at the Great Smoky Mountains Heritage Center.
Yeah.
Do people need to buy a ticket or anything like that?
It is free admission both days, yeah. So
Great.
if you just want to come check out the museum, come check out the Fiber Fair, all of that is free Friday and Saturday, 9 to 4.
All right, perfect. Thank you both so much for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having
Thank
us.
you.